This is another episode of Live from Ox City. It's that time of year again. Once a year, in the city of Oxnard, by the River Ridge Golf Course, there was a itty bitty football team that claimed to be America's team, and they chose to settle in Oxnard and have their training camp there, and infect the rest of Oxnard with their blue, silver, and white. The Cowboys are back.
Yeah, they've been back.
Yeah,
They had the scrimmage with the Rams, too.
Yeah, I heard a fight broke out.
Really?
Yeah.
In the crowd
does.
or the...
I don't know. Maybe both.
Yeah.
It seems like it happens every time, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it happens at every training camp, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, because the camaraderie hasn't been built up yet, I think.
Yeah, plus you got guys who they're trying to make the team. They're trying to impress somebody, and then they do it in a way that, isn't really impressive in the way that they would want it to be, I guess. Did you see that the guy got cut from the Dolphins?
No.
He put a hit on somebody in practice in training camp, and it was a receiver went up to get it, and then he kind of left him defenseless a little bit, and he just put a hit on him, and then the receiver ended up having to go to the hospital, and the guy who hit him was cut that day.
Dang.
Yeah. So they don't mess around with that, especially star players getting hurt.
Yeah, I was about to, it depends. Clearly that dude wasn't very high on the totem pole.
No.
Because depending on who you are, you throw that hit, it's like, man, it's a shame that happened.
Yeah.
And then they move on.
Next play, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised too when I saw the guy that went to the hospital. I didn't even know who that was either. So I'm surprised that they cared enough about that guy to even cut the other guy. But to be fair, I have never heard of either of them. So, so neither of them might have made the team,
Yeah, there's like hundreds of people to make 50-some spots.
Yeah.
So man,
and
it's like, you know what? He wore his socks funny. You're cut. They're just finding reasons to cut.
You got to find a reason to cut somebody.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dang.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys are, fighting each other to make millions of dollars. To potentially make millions of dollars. So talk about competition.
And the crazy part is there's no overseas. There's no Euro leagues. There's no.
I mean, there's Canadian football.
There's Canadian football, and
that's it.
And I think there's like another one somewhere. London.
There's like the weird, slam ball.
Yeah, they have maybe arena football.
Ones. Yeah, or XFL.
Yeah.
You remember slam ball? Did you watch slam ball?
Yeah, we talked about it on here.
Yeah, that guy broke his leg. Oh my
god. I didn't watch it.
It was trash.
It was just something that was on, and you're like, oh shoot, slam ball, okay.
And then it wasn't.
Next. Yeah, and then it wasn't. But nah, the Cowboys are back. They got HBO coming back, or yeah,
Hard Knocks.
Didn't they do Hard Knocks in Oxnard before?
No, they did it in Thousand Oaks for the Rams, right?
They did it for that, but did they do the Cowboys ever?
I don't know. I mean, the Cowboys.
I thought they did the Cowboys before.
Have losing seasons so often that they might be more likely to pick them.
Yeah, what is the criteria? Isn't
I
there a
think it's
criteria?
like, I mean, nobody who got in the playoffs the year before, I don't think, is doing it.
Okay.
So I feel like that's one of the things. And then, if you have some kind of uh, big draw as a team or like some interesting off season, in the Raiders' case, it was getting Antonio Brown. But other teams, like when the Rams were on it, I feel like, oh, it was right after they moved to LA, I think. So it was like the first season after they moved, right? That's a big thing. And then,
Right.
um, and then this one, Dallas, like Dak, that whole Dak Prescott story, like breaking his leg or whatever. And then, them being Dallas makes sense. But I think it's also a team who kind of needs a little bit of hype. Like, they might try to build some kind of hype around a team that people are kind of down on. A team that would be valuable to the league if they were doing well.
You think it's that deep, or do you think it's just HBO's like, okay, this is a team that'll get views, and that agreed?
I don't know. I mean, I think that there is some kind of science to it. Like,
Yeah,
like
someone
you,
told me that before. I forgot who, but someone told me like there's like a certain criteria. It's like you got to be the last. You gotta you gotta be last, or you gotta not have made the playoffs, or some.
yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Well, you got to imagine it's a distraction. And then,
Right.
so nobody's going to voluntarily really do that, especially if they had a successful season the year before. There's not really a reason to do it, you know. I feel like the only reason would be to kind of get hype around your team. And if you did well before, then you don't need to do that.
I mean, but what they a lot of teams have that stuff though. A lot of teams
They
have it,
do,
like the
but
backstage Lakers. Like a
yeah,
lot of teams have that.
but that's, I mean, they spend so much time around those guys. They're part of the organization. I think, at that point. Like these
Hmm.
HBO guys who come in there for just training camp, they're only there for however long. They don't know these people. And then they show up and there's cameras everywhere. There's strangers, cameras, and, doing interviews like off the after practice and stuff or whatever, like taking these people into their homes because that's what they do for
Yeah, some of them do.
hard
You're right.
knocks,
Yeah.
like they don't do that for that other kind of stuff. So
I
it's I
mean,
think it's more hassle
yeah, for
than
sure.
it's worth.
It's a distraction. It can be a distraction. Yeah, I agree.
Have you
I
ever
wonder
been
what they been
to
what.
a training camp?
Yeah, I went to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think I'm
cool. I mean,
interested.
it was a cool experience. Like they had it was just um ESPN was there the time that I went like years ago, and it was cool. It was I mean, it wasn't my team, so it's not
Yeah.
it wasn't as impactful.
Right.
Um but yeah, it was cool to see. It was cool experience. I mean, it was cool that they came to Oxnard and they continue to come back to Oxnard too.
Right.
Um yeah, it's interesting that two NFL teams uh, do the Rams still do the Thousand Oaks thing?
I think they're still in Thousand Oaks. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting that at some point I think that they both two NFL teams were in Ventura County for training
Yeah.
camp.
I mean, it's a good spot. You know. And then I think once they get used to doing that, then it's like, why change it?
Yeah, and then even basketball, they had a lot of people training. I don't know if they still do, but they had a maybe like 5-10 years ago. A lot of people were going to Santa Barbara for training. There was I forget I don't remember the name of it. But it's like one of those facilities where they're doing you know all this plyometric and
Yeah,
calisthenic workout
they're putting him
basketball
in a
infused.
Lazarus pit, like Ra's al Ghul, making him
I'm sorry, what?
immortal and
Who? Who was that?
Ra's al Ghul, one of Batman's mortal enemies.
Oh, I've never heard of him, but
There's this pit
um,
that they put people in or stuff,
I'm sure
and
there
then it
is.
makes and then it makes them live forever or
Okay.
whatever. That's what I'm saying. That's what you know. That's what those guys
Yeah,
get.
yeah, something like that. But now they have the what are they calling it? The Sports Academy? Because they
Yeah,
changed from the Mamba
from
Academy.
Mamba. Yeah,
I was
which
gonna say
I
Black
never
Mamba
understood, but
Academy,
yeah,
but they changed it to back to Sports Academy. So now that's I think a lot of people are training out of there, and
yeah.
um,
There are a lot of places like that. I told you about like that dude Frank who started that place called the District in LA. Um, it's a lot like the Sports Academy. Like it's just got it's got a nice gym and I think like weightlifting equipment and stuff like that. But I see pictures, I see posts of it all the time, and there's NBA players coming through there all the time. Like I just saw on the he just posted a picture of Buddy Heald there, like working out there. So of course I got it in my head that he was about to get traded or signed or something.
I got you.
Right.
Yeah, that would be cool if he signed, but I don't know. I don't know if they could do that. Well, they're gonna need someone young. I mean,
they have
Taylor Horton
THT.
Tucker.
They
Yeah,
have Kendrick Nunn. They have
done.
Malik Monk. They have a couple guys who are,
Malik
you know,
Monk. Oh wow. Um. Yeah. Yeah. They. Do you think that they got too old? Because
uh
that's what you've been hearing. Like a lot of people have
yeah.
been saying that
That,
recently.
that's damn. Because I think that the Lakers' average age, player age, is like, man, I want to say 32 would be my
Mm.
guess. Because they got LeBron, who's I don't know what 38.
No, he's like 36.
Okay, 36. Um, and then Trevor Ariza, I think he's 36. Dwight Howard is close to the same age. Uh, you know, Wayne Ellington, Melo, all these guys are over 35. And then they have a few guys who are younger. They have Anthony Davis, who is, I don't know, 27. And then, TH, Taylor Horton Tucker is maybe 20 years old, which is crazy to me. I don't even know how that works. Um, but for the most part, most of their guys are
What do you
pretty
mean
old.
you don't know how that works?
Because if he's 20 years old and he just signed a new deal and he
Mm-hmm.
spent I don't know, he just played a year and then the year before he was in the G League, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, that puts him at what, 18 or 19? So he played 1 year of college and then came out. I thought, is that the rule? I thought you can't even do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that worked. Maybe he was 17.
Yeah, maybe. But how many years do you have to be in the do you have to stay
I
in
think it's
college
one
for
and
that?
done, right?
Is that what it is? All right, so
Uh,
if it was one and done, then I guess it's possible, but I don't know. But either way, I like the moves that they made. I mean, we'll see when towards the later part of the season when people are starting to get hurt and fatigue starts to play a factor when everybody's 35 and older. But
mhm.
but it's hard to turn down the opportunity to see that trio in action.
Who would you start?
I mean, I would kind of do a small ball thing, and I would do Westbrook, Tucker, uh, LeBron, AD, and then somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Who would you start?
Buddy
Who?
Hield, Buddy Hield.
So you don't like Melo. You don't like Melo for the starting lineup.
No, I like it not for the starting lineup.
Okay.
I mean, if
Because
that's
I
what it
think you
comes to,
start
then
him.
okay. But
I'm. I mean, I think you start Melo.
if you need scoring off the bench after
You start
that
you.
first lineup,
That's well. You put THT in on the bench. I think.
well, but then you need another guard to start.
Yeah, they
What,
got
Wayne Ellington
put.
or something?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I guess, yeah. I didn't even know he was still in the league till they got him.
I know. Uh,
What about the Clippers? I saw Kawhi signed.
they're still young.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. Kawhi re-signing. Reggie Jackson re- Reggie Jackson resigning. So
Reggie
nothing.
Jackson, he took a big pay cut, didn't he? Or not a big pay cut, but
No.
he could have got more money somewhere else.
Oh yeah. I'm sure he. I'm sure he probably could have got some money
Yeah,
at. I forget. There was like two places, but if I'm him, it's an ideal situation. So yeah, they said let's run it back. So we'll see. We'll see if the Clippers and the Lakers meet up for the first time ever in the playoffs. That'd be cool.
it would be if they can both do what they're supposed to do.
Take care of business,
Yeah,
not get
not get
into
injury.
playoffs
Yeah,
or so. Yeah.
yeah. Um. Oh my God, this Trump card thing. You sent that, and I didn't know what to expect, and then I looked it up,
Well,
and
I
I don't.
have one. That's what I sent. I sent my Trump card.
Oh, those were pictures of yours.
Yeah, it was my Trump card.
What do you use it for?
You, it's you ever played Pokemon? It's
No.
once you have it, you gotta get. It's like it's a mixture of that and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Golden Ticket.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get a lot of you get you get a you get a cool gold star if you wait, is it? Is it like people that donate to his campaign or something?
Well, it looks like um yeah, he wants them to carry that card. So whoever his supporters are, the notorious Donald Trump wants them to carry the official Trump card so that you
It,
can
and
be
so that's like
recognized as them.
like an amount of money, like it's like 100,000 or
It
fifty
says
thousand dollar card.
it will be reserved for President Trump's strongest supporters.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'm
you're
not sure if he's talking about like physically, like the buffest,
yeah.
like if he's talking about like only John Cena can carry it. He was fantastic in Suicide Squad, by the way. But this card, it says that there's 4 different designs that you can choose from, and so it shows you the different designs, and then one of them, because all of them say Trump official card, and official on 3 of them is spelled OFFICIAL, and then on one of them it says Trump official card, but I guess it says Trump official card, and it's OFFICAL card. Now, if we're talking about mistakes, just mistakes in spelling, spelling errors, that happens. Like
Yeah.
I could misspell official. Sure, I could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
What? So you're saying that these went out, or this is just like
uh,
this is like a press release or something that's like going out there, like which card do you guys want, or what? Like choose a card.
yeah, I think he's. It's they're not out, but it's showing. It was showing people what they're going to put out,
Mm-hmm.
and then after after showing this stuff, I'm sure that they're going to correct all of it. But
Does this get them anything? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it? Do they get like to stay at any Trump hotel, like for free or something? Like
I don't
what's
think
the
so. I think
card
it's just
do?
kind of like you like you can flash it, you can show it off.
So you're saying that someone walks into a Trump hotel with one of those and they're like, all right, hold on, I got this, and then the attendant or whatever is like, yeah, we want actual money. Like I don't care about that.
But yeah, yeah, I mean you probably are gonna have a lot of that, man, which is crazy too. Imagine being like a clerk at a Trump hotel, and then you got people coming in and they're like, all right, sir, well, the room rate is, $757 a night. Should I make that reservation for 2 weeks? And then he goes, bam, official or fickle Trump card.
Yeah, because then it's gonna be weird because yeah, people that are staying at the hotel, they're gonna be like, if they have a complaint, they're like, I have a Trump card. Is this, man? This is such a weird thing.
But
I
but the
man,
thing about it
when do you
is,
use that? When do you? What does it do?
but come on, we're misspelling it. We're misspelling it. How many how many people did it have to go through to get to the point of being advertised? How many
Okay.
how many people looked at it
Mm-hmm.
and saw and just skipped over it like, yeah, that's spelled correctly. Like, what are we talking about here? Who's in these offices? That's the Trump pronunciation of offices, by the
My
way.
God, I see what you did there.
Yeah, who's working in the offices to verify that the official Trump card is all set up and it's official. You got to
Yeah,
get your
and
game
is
up.
he retro issuing these to people?
After, what do you mean, like?
Like how it like if they donated to his campaign, is are they getting that, or it's like
It
nope,
said that
you
is
got to
for the
pay more?
strongest supporters.
That's what I'm
I'm pretty
saying. That
sure. I'm
means
I'm guessing that's based off of like a bench press type um, type criteria. Depending on how much you can bench press or how many push-ups you can do, then that's how whether you get the card or not. But I'm not in tune with the community. So I don't really know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't I man, it's very there's a lot of uncertainty with it. I just don't understand what like it seems very premature that they announced it like without specific details,
Maybe.
or maybe I'm not in tune in that realm. It's like people, or they might already be people might already have it that I don't even know. It's like a secret society of Trumpers. Like I don't.
Hey,
It
I
may
was
be
seeing
something like
Trump
that.
2024 during the 2020 election. I was seeing
Oh, you were
flags
seeing that?
and stickers for it already.
What's the thing? What's his? What's the 2024 slogan?
I
It's
don't
like
make.
get
Maybe it's
like
"Make America Great Again." Again.
yeah, like why? It's something like that because the 2020 was keep America great, right?
No, I thought it was "Make America." Oh
Or
yeah,
no,
yeah, no, yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah,
2016.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it's make America
Make
no
America
keep
Great.
America great was 2020. So 2024 is like I don't know. What's 2024? I thought I saw it
Make
already.
and keep America great again. That's gonna be a big
Yeah.
ass hat.
Yeah.
Did you see? Well, I sent you that picture of Tom Brady and
Mhm.
Draymond Green.
Speaking of Trump supporters, no.
You know, which is funny. It's funny because there's I've read that Tom Brady was close to, or no, I wouldn't say close to, but was around Donald Trump because of Robert Kraft, and they were buddies or whatever, and so he was around the Patriots, kind of like you remember that, right? Like he was always kind of part of that um, part of that organization, and so after they
Who
won,
Trump?
Trump was, yeah.
Okay.
So after the Patriots won some of their early Super Bowls with Brady, then I guess Trump was really trying to get Brady to like start dating his daughter. Like he was trying to like nudge him that direction of like, come on, like trying to get him to date his daughter. And uh, Brady ended, he obviously didn't. And then Trump's daughter married somebody else. Then I remember reading quotes later of Trump like kind of jabbing at that guy and saying like, man, I could have grandkids with Tom Brady as their father instead of this guy. Like basically just saying that guy's not shit because he's not Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and then when uh, the Bucks won the Super Bowl this past year, then of course they go to the White House, and accept they accepted the invitation from Biden, and then Brady gets up to the mic and he said something like, over 60% of people believe that we won the Super Bowl this year, like kind of making a jab at the election,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, I
And
did see
then
that. Yeah.
Biden kind of jabbed back at her or whatever, but I bet you Trump was just sitting wherever he was sitting, just fuming mad.
Yeah, Brady definitely. I don't know what his political views are. I don't, nor do I care. But it seems like he teeter he like it's like I'm not gonna reveal that.
Yeah,
Like he's definitely like he said in the what's the thing the
the
LeBron
shop.
the shop. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I wish I could be like you, Draymond Green, where you could just say like fuck you
yeah.
and shit.
I wish I
But I
could be
can't.
like you, but I want to make so much more money that
Yeah.
I choose not to do that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
But
it's
it's
kind of
funny.
that play.
It's funny that they're like friends though.
Who? Trump?
No, Tom Brady and Draymond Green.
Are they friends?
I mean, he FaceTimed him after they won the gold medal.
I've definitely FaceTime with people that aren't my friend. Like,
Really?
yeah.
I don't think I've FaceTimed anybody who's not
You
related to
will.
me.
Yeah, you you would never you oh my god. FaceTime? You look at your FaceTime and it's just a blank screen. Like, you know how you have the FaceTime log? It's just a blank. This is nothing. No history.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
What? But that's
I
spot
hate phone
on.
calls. I hate all of it. I cannot take it. If I see my phone ringing, I just panic and just hit the red button.
Yo, what the? Why? Wait. Okay. Hold on. Before you got a phone that text messaged, right? Like
Yeah.
back in like high school. What
Yeah.
did you ever get on the phone?
Oh yeah, for sure. All the time.
It's just now you've got
It's just
so
now.
convenient to texting people. You're like, see, this is the problem with with these phones and social media. We're not understanding the consequence and the repercussions of it.
But
But
I understand.
you
What
are
I
exhibit A.
I know I'm not misinterpreting what you're saying. I'm not like I don't need to do FaceTime. I don't need to talk to you on the phone to understand what you're talking about. Like there's
I, I,
no reason.
I could see a FaceTime call coming in your phone, and you like, ah, and you just throw it on like it's a hot potato or something. I could see that happening, man.
I just man.
What is it?
I don't know.
What's uh,
I mean, if I'm in the car, I'll pick it up
pick up the
because I don't have
phone in
anything
your
else to do. I think it's that
That's the
maybe.
only time.
It's that maybe. And then I feel like it's a like you're demanding me to answer you. If you're calling, you're saying, "Hey, hey, I need to talk to you right now.
Or
Pick it up
someone.
right
I'm,
now."
I'm hailing you. Hail Greg. Answer now. That's what you're getting? Jesus Christ. No, but you're not it's not crazy because I know a lot of people do that don't answer the phone. I've been on text threads with people and like, yo, and just call them because I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to go back and forth. And if it's like this has specifically happened to me where I can see someone's getting in their feelings through text message, so I call and they don't answer. And and we've text for a good 10 minutes, right? And boom, don't answer. Text me. All right. So I text back, text back, text back. And then they're like still like it's like a sensitive thing. This is a specific thing that's happened to me. Like they're like in their feelings through the text. So I'm like, call me. Call me like since I can't call you right now, right? Call
Right.
me. Never call. Only text. Like, dang. Like what's going on? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know.
But you're not alone. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
definitely a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
That's definitely a norm. But yeah, so you were saying that they FaceTime, so they're best friends, Draymond Green
Yeah. And
and
Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
But I just it's they're so opposite, which is funny because Like Tom
What?
Brady says, he'll lie about something and say like, I will say the complete opposite of what I'm thinking, and then Draymond Green cannot say he can't say something other than what he's thinking. You know?
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's one of those. It's like the Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley thing when they
Oh
were
damn! I
friends.
thought
I
you were
don't
gonna
know if
say
they're still.
Michael Jordan and the guy who opened the locker room door for him, the Jerry Curl guy. You
What?
know,
Why would I say that?
I thought that was a more comparable level of Tom Brady and Draymond Green.
Oh, you think Draymond's trash? Dang. Okay. I mean, I don't think he's all of that, but
No, I don't think he's
I don't.
trash, but I don't think he's trash, but uh,
But you compared him to the locker room guy from The Last Dance.
just- that guy has gotten a lot of love, by the way.
Yeah,
So it's not like
that guy
it's a
probably
bad comparison.
that guy probably got a spin off in the in the works right now. Probably got a couple club walkthroughs, a couple appearances.
Yeah, so it's not, you know, that's not disrespect.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No. But I'm just saying if Draymond Green were drafted somewhere else, his career could have been very different. He's fortunate to be drafted where he
There's a
was drafted.
handful of people that doesn't apply to.
No, I agree. I agree. But there's also people that I mean, I think PJ Tucker is a good comparison.
To Draymond Green?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Draymond Green can guard more people. He's more um he's more athletic. He yeah, he's a better player than
Okay.
PJ Tucker.
But
You
just
don't
ending
think
up on
so?
that team. I think he was.
Yeah. He's over. He's not peak Draymond Green anymore. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. But you're saying
Yeah.
that PJ Tucker and Draymond Green.
I would
Uh,
say but the teams though, like Draymond Green gets
mm-hmm.
to shine on that team. Like just rebound and pass to Steph and Clay.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Like
mean,
I feel like
what?
PJ Tucker could have done that job too.
Well, he was on a championship team this year, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying that he was just as impressive as Draymond Green?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I don't
Both
know if PJ
both
Tucker's
of
ever been
them
like all defense and
no,
all
probably not.
NBA teams.
Both of them
I'm
are
just
less
saying.
impressive than the locker room guy from The Last Dance.
I thought you were going to say something else, but
No.
yeah. Nah, I totally disagree. I don't think PJ Tucker's it is not on the same level as Draymond. Like he hasn't had the same career. Draymond Green was a defensive player of the year. PJ Tucker,
Yeah.
you don't put him on another team and then he's a like I don't care what team if you put
Yeah,
him.
okay. If he was defensive player of the year, that's a lot. It is.
But not only that,
Oh,
he's huh?
oh, nothing. I was just I was just looking at some other stuff that was kind of populating my timeline. It just kind of popped in my line of view. Have you ever heard of
Care to share?
Ultimate Slip and Slide?
No, I have now.
Apparently, it's an NBC show that just halted production after an explosive diarrhea
Mm.
outbreak. It says. Are you aware of that? Are you up to speed on that?
I'm not, but I'm sure it's just something they ate, right? Like,
Uh,
that's not contagious. Like, how did that outbreak?
yeah.
Is that a thing? It's like
I think it was
coronavirus.
in the I think it was in the water. Like they tested the water that
Oh,
they were all drinking,
oh,
and
right.
so I they tested the water, and when it said who tested the water, it was like L.A. County and Ventura County, so it's nearby. Um, but they tested the water to see if there was anything bad in it, and then I think they found like whatever was causing the diarrhea. But it said that it was so bad that it was people running off set and like running into a porta potty and just you know lighting it up in there.
Dang. It sounds. I don't be man. I gotta say that when, when we were little, we would drink from the hose. Like we would drink El Rio water. Like I don't understand the. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that the Rio Mesa water, like you could see the dirt.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, like if
I
you put
remember it
your
always had
little
a really it had a distinct taste. I
yeah
do remember that.
yeah there was that. I remember that. I mean, it was just man. If you were just finished with running sprints and suicides and you know
Yeah.
10-second sprints or whatever
Oh, it got the
17.
job done for sure.
I'm telling you, this stuff got the
Hey,
absolute job done. I'm
this
not
shit's got all the vitamins and minerals that you know, and with our powers combined, Captain
yeah,
Planet, he's a hero.
whatever's growing in those sewage, everything. Like, yeah, anything. It was good enough. Um, but yeah, for some reason that show was the name of the show that you brought up.
Captain Planet?
No, the
Oh,
like
slip and slide,
explosive.
where the diarrhea.
In my mind, I think about those hurricane raging water hurricane thing water what was it called,
Like the water
Hurricane
parks?
Harbor
Yeah,
waters.
yeah. Did you ever do
For
that?
some reason, yeah, I've done that a couple times. The first time I went, I almost drowned.
Oh, in what? Let me guess. In the
Okay,
river.
the river, the
Okay,
cesspool
not the
river.
river. Yeah, the river
Nah,
full of piss and
cesspool.
band-aids.
Yeah, it's just a cesspool going
Yeah.
round and round. They call it a lazy river because everyone's lazy as hell. They can't even go to the restroom. Nah, not in there. In the one where the one where it's like a big, it's like a pool, but it's like waves.
the, the wave pool.
You know what I'm talking about?
That was my second guess. You know, I couldn't get there.
I almost died in that motherfucker. And then it's just like, ha ha, yay! I'm like drowning, scrape, trying to like grab some other kids to like push them down to push myself up.
You know
I don't care if you
you know
die.
how
I'm not
often
dying.
people die in those?
Oh, it's a
That
normal thing?
people die in those all the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it's a I mean it's a unnatural thing, you know. And so it's like people aren't used to it, and they just kids get in there, and then there's just the buzzer that's like, and
Really?
yeah,
What's the
some
buzzer
places
for?
do it. The buzzer means like waves are coming, and then
Oh, yeah, yeah.
kids are like, "Oh, what's that noise, guys?" And then starts crashing down waves.
And then what you don't realize is like everyone's like, "Yay, let's go into this little," and you could walk in. and then if you go farther, you don't, and where that's where everyone is, like in the deep zone, and then you don't
Yeah.
realize like, okay, this is kind of deep, but then,
Oh yeah.
but then, hey, don't let these waves come.
Oh yeah. And people are dragging each other
These
down.
it's man, these waves are no joke, and then you're just like, oh shoot, and then it's like, and then you might get caught up, like, grazed by like someone with like a inflatable boat or whatever, and
Yeah.
then
Or
you just,
somebody's kicking their feet and just kicks you in the face when you're under the
that's what I
water, you know?
think happened. So I got like that on top of like the wave. I don't know what it was, but I think the wave like went over me. Mind you, I'm like probably like 10 or something. I don't know how old I was. And this was before high school for sure. Um, it was either that or after college. No, I'm just kidding. No, so I hit the wave, boom. I can't see nothing, and then like basically like I think I got kicked, and I'm like, oh man, it's a wrap. Light flashing before my eyes.
It's a
But
wrap.
then I,
I'm dead. Oh shit.
but then But then I grabbed onto someone's like little boat, or I don't know, they had the floaties or something. I'm like, kid, I don't care about you. I'm grabbing this and I'm thrusting myself up. So I made it. I made it out. But yeah,
What
those
about the
things,
kid
man.
that you took his boat? Did he?
I don't. Rest in peace. Nah, I don't know. Nah, he was straight, I think. But if it was me or him, it was over for him, because I think he might have been the kid that kicked me too. So it served him right.
Good way to justify it for sure. Man,
But yeah, in my
some of those
mind,
rides, those are crazy. Like the one,
it's not even a ride. That's the crazy part.
yeah, like
They're just
there's the
like, all
one
right,
that just goes
natural
like straight
disasters. Here
down.
you go.
That's why I don't do that. Like there's the one at Hurricane Harbor where it just goes straight down. It's the highest
See,
shit up there.
here you go.
And like
It is
as you're
not
walking,
straight down.
oh, come on.
It's
When you
not
see it,
straight
people
down.
are lifting off of it.
You're great. It there. So you're saying literally 90-degree angle?
No, I'm not saying literally 90-degree
Okay,
angle.
that's what I'm saying. There's a slant to it. I keep trying to
There
tell
is
you
a
this.
slant to it. I know that there is. But the slant is so small. It looks crazy. And people talk about like getting air off of it. It's too
Mm,
much. Have you ever done that one before? You know
yeah,
which one I'm talking about?
yeah, I did that. If we're talking about the ones in, what is it, Hurricane Harbor? I forget what
Hurricane
the
Harbor,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between that and Raging Waters.
I feel like
But
Raging Waters is somewhere else. And then Raging Waters to me isn't like the high up stuff.
okay. So yeah, I went whatever that was next to Six Flags.
Yeah. That's Hurricane
That's the one.
Harbor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's the one that's like I'm sure they're all like that, but you'll just be walking around and see like bloody footprints and then like,
Yeah.
like fingernails that have come off of people.
Kids bleeding to death,
Yeah, and
jumping
like
in the
people
pool.
like
This is
screaming for their
safe.
mommies, and then there'll just be like a stray dog run by, like and pizza
Yeah.
costs $47.
Yeah, it was definitely some he said. Yeah, I mean, who was, man, imagine the person who has to like monitor all that. Like bloody kid, uh
Oh, I'm sure that there's people that are
drowning
totally
kid.
unqualified for it. Okay, look at this.
Yeah, I definitely went on that. It's pretty cool.
Nah, nah, nah,
He said,
nah, nah, nah.
yeah.
Mm-mm. No.
So there's
I'd
that,
see
and then
people go down there and then they would get up and their asshole would just be like bleeding because of
he
their
said
the
asshole. Yo, how do you even know?
just saying with the type of violence that they come down with and then would be like skidding to a stop and then you just see the bathing suit like just yanking up the asshole like and
Dang.
then they get up and they're all disoriented and like blowing chlorine water out of their nose like
Dang,
why
you
do you
you
do that to yourself?
super analyzed it before you walked up those stairs,
I
huh?
just don't like why am I doing that? Why would I do this? And people are like, "Come on, it's fun. Let's go."
So what
At
about Six Flags? You're like, absolutely,
hell no.
absolutely not.
Hell no.
Well, okay, so you've
I
been
see
there
the
though, right?
Batman ride, you just dangle. You're just dangling. You're just
You've been there though, right?
no.
You didn't go to isn't wasn't the junior high like thing there? Did your junior
Uh,
high go there?
junior high what?
Junior high grad night? You didn't
I
have
don't
that?
know that there was one.
My junior high had one, and we went
Damn.
to Six Flags, and everyone was like, "Yeah, danger!"
Mm-mm.
And we went on rides, and
No.
okay, you didn't do that. All right,
Nope.
maybe that was only Oxnard school.
Maybe. Which I'm surprised that Oxnard schools would be getting something that Camarillo schools didn't.
Right?
But
Yeah, that's true.
I'm glad that we didn't go because it would have just been a waste of a day for me, really.
What would
It would
you
have just
do?
been a day of me defending. I would have just ate all day.
Defended eight. Okay.
I would have ate and then I would have just caught people like as they're taking a break from the rides. I'll go, hey, what are you doing? You want to hang out for a little bit? You want to, you want to sit here and
You want to
people
go to the
watch maybe?
arcade?
Yeah, arcade. You want to, try to win some stuffed animals?
You want to go to what's the thing? It's a small world. It's not even in
Yeah.
the same theme park.
And then I would just try to keep their attention as long as I could. And then whenever the next person came by, then I would grab them.
Dang.
I'm just not with it. It's just,
I've matured now. I've
I
gone
don't
with
think it
my
has anything to
cousin. I've
do with
gone
it.
with family, my like immediate family, and I've actually been the person to like uh,
Be
convince.
pressuring people.
No, see, you said
Yeah.
pressure
No,
because
yeah,
you
no, yeah.
feel
You
like it's.
said a different word, but
I
it was
said
the same word.
convince. I said convince because it's you're just like, come on, it'll be okay. Not like not like extra like,
Yeah. You
but
remember
you're like
when
pressure.
you remember when Zach convinced that guy to jump off of that mountaintop and crash
Yo,
to his death?
yeah,
That's you. That you're doing the same thing. That
no,
you're
yeah. But we made it. We didn't get we didn't get flown out by a helicopter.
he didn't have insurance.
Yeah, nah. They,
Are you okay?
did
Don't
they say
call
that?
the hospital. Yeah, they were like
Yeah,
yelling it down to him.
the crazy part is like I'm not extra okay with heights. Like there's certain instances where I'm like, oh shoot, like I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
But like I'm cool with going on an airplane. I'm cool with going on rides.
Yeah, but you on an airplane, I feel like you just kind of, you know, if we die, we die. Is that not the attitude that you're going on the airplane with?
Yeah, I guess. I just I don't actually go on the airplane like if we die, we die. I don't say that out loud either. But no, it's just weird because I didn't. Yeah, like the whole rides thing. It wasn't a it wasn't a thought. Now though, like me now, I'm not fucking with rides.
Oh, what changed now?
I did my research.
Oh, okay.
I
And you
did more
found what?
research. Yeah, people are getting bodied at these
I
places.
told you that. I told you.
Eh, I know you did, but you were back then. You weren't like, according to my calculations, like you weren't doing all that. Like back then, you didn't. I didn't.
No.
We
Yeah, we
never
didn't have
discussed
Google
it.
like that.
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't have that. It was just like, oh, go on these rides. There's thousands and millions of people that are riding these rides.
Well,
But
I told you about that one though, right? The
which one?
the war vet that came back, went on the roller coaster.
Yeah, I think so.
He didn't have all
What?
the requirements for the ride.
What, he like didn't have limbs or something?
He didn't have legs,
Right.
and that was part of the requirements for the ride. And so, like, I'm assuming the seatbelt, strapped him down at the thighs, and then once they started the ride, he didn't have, he wasn't able to hold himself down.
Oh, he went on. Wait, I don't. And they didn't notice or what? How did it?
I don't know. I'm guessing that he probably had prosthetics.
Okay.
Then he was able to get on, and then they probably did that lap bar thing.
Right. I
and
hate
then
that thing.
and then the ride
It doesn't seem
starts,
like
and
enough.
then but it's definitely not if you don't have all the requirements for the ride, and
Yeah.
then there he goes.
Someone got hit. You're saying that someone in the crowd, on the floor, walking throughout the theme park, got smacked with a leg.
No,
Would-
no, the legs stayed.
Oh, just the leg stayed, so they got smacked with an actual human torso,
The upper body is
the upper
probably what
body.
left
Dang,
what left the car.
I didn't hear about that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and the most ironic part of it was that the description on the ride was like, take flight with this ride. And it was all about like, you know, taking flight and flying. And this guy ended up flying from it, but it didn't turn out well for him. And that was a TKO for him.
Dang.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want
Rest
anything
in
like that to
peace.
happen. Yeah, thank you for your service.
Yeah, rest in pieces.
Texas. The great state of Texas. The Lone Star State.
Right.
Yippee yee ha diggity dog, Texas.
You hate
Pew,
Texas.
pew, 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 pew. Vroom, 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 vroom.
You hate Texas. Why? You hate
I
it,
just,
and whenever you talk about it,
yeah.
you just keep saying the name, and it's just, man.
I mean, they love to hear it. They love to hear the name. They love to hear the word. So I'm just hyping it up. Yeah, I'm just doing what they do.
All right. So what's on your mind? Go ahead.
Well, so um, not to go too deep into it, but there are
Pause.
some, yeah, of course, the state of Texas is trying to put in some new voting laws that would make it more difficult for people to vote. Of course, people that are in uh, more urban areas, as they would probably describe. Um, so they're trying to pass these laws, and so a lot of the opposing uh, forces, like a lot of you know black communities or minority communities, are starting to band together, and so they organized a march. I think he said 27-mile march that they're doing, um, like kind of in support of or in opposition to these laws being passed. So
27 miles.
27 miles,
Yo,
and
I'm not gonna lie.
we're
I don't know
talking
if I
about
could.
August in Texas.
I don't know if I could do it.
Okay,
I'm not
August
gonna
in
lie.
Texas, and these people are there. I saw like they're swapping out like some people will walk for however so many hours a day, and then other people will
Mm,
swap out and walk for more. But
okay.
the point being that the issue is so important that they're willing to walk 27 miles in August Texas heat
Yeah.
for this type of stuff. So I thought that it was you know I at least owed it to them
That's
to at least say
listen.
it on the
It's super
podcast.
honorable that they would do it, but I don't know if I could walk 27 miles.
You've never thought of doing a marathon?
Nah, I'm not
No,
gonna lie. Nope, I can't. I, nope.
I'm definitely doing it
2
someday.
miles, and I'm like, man, I just accomplished something, and I just want
Mm.
to like tell people at the gym that I just ran 2 miles at the gym. I mean, I get
I
it.
think
I think it's the mentality thing because like in basketball, you run probably way more,
yeah, yeah.
but it's just the mentality of like, okay, this is the amount that you're gonna run. This is the starting point. This is the ending point. I think that's where it's
I
a
think
mental
I
thing.
think it's all about you really need to dig into the idea of punishing yourself
Yeah,
and embracing like, hey, this probably isn't going to feel great,
yeah,
and and committing to it and doing it. And
yeah,
that's the thing is that when you run, however far you run away from your original starting point, you've committed to that distance. Because you got to run it back or walk it back, unless you're going to call for a ride. But so if you run 3 miles away from your home to get back home, you're running that 3 miles back. So like it takes it takes a different kind of fortitude to do it. Like
yeah,
you could push and go, like, man, I feel good. It's 5 miles in. I feel good. But then on the back end, like, okay, I at least got to do another 5 miles to get back. So
yeah,
you got to consider that.
yeah. Nah, I hear you.
You hear
I
me, but
hear
you
you.
don't want to.
I
Yeah.
hear you, but the yeah, I've never been ever, I don't think, the person who runs the all right, this is the like this is the goal to run to, and like this is what you have to achieve or whatever. I guess it's just a slightly different thing because like I said in basketball, it's like more so I guess it's the number, right? Because you have yeah, I don't know what it is. I
I,
just never
I
been
think
a
it's just you're not, it's a when you're playing basketball,
you
it's not your
compartmentalize
main
it differently.
focus.
Yeah, you
It's
compartmentalize it differently,
yeah, it's
I
it's uh
guess.
it's something in the way of what you're
Right.
trying to accomplish.
But even that, like if you get like when you get on the treadmill, well when I get on the treadmill, I do like intervals. So like I'll do interval runs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I'll never be like, all right, going to this mark and this is like yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, last
But
time I went to the gym and I had to run on the treadmill, like I usually don't because I don't like to, but I was running on the treadmill like a psychopath. Like I was like sprinting on the treadmill, and stomping and like making all kinds of noise, and people are just staring at me like this
You think
giant weirdo.
you think that no one cares. No one, not everyone's looking at you. This guy's sprinting on the treadmill. What's his problem? They're not worried about you.
It's the same reason I don't pick up the phone.
uh yeah, I guess just the yeah, I don't know what it is, but like maybe just the run around run around for like 6 miles and then time it and or not time it and track the time mileage is
Yeah,
more of a monotonous thing that I don't
but you get
like.
to like at least take in, like, you're running.
Scenery.
Yeah. I mean, you're running. You're looking around. You know,
But then what about if there's like a crack or like there's like an uneven part on like of the ground? You're talking
if
about
you're
like running
running,
throughout the neighborhood, right?
yeah, if you're running like that, and then you don't lift your feet enough up to miss a
No,
crack.
no, I'm saying there's an uneven portion of the sidewalk, or how? Where are you running in the street?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm saying.
parkour
Like what
off of that shit.
parkour? Yeah,
Parkour, and then just jump off of it.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
And then you have like people who don't know how to drive. And you're like, oh
Oh
shoot.
my god, I almost had a problem the other day.
See?
I almost caught a case. I almost got into trouble. I was running, and there's this lady, and she was walking her dog. She had a very small dog, and then she was walking one, and it was on a leash. She was holding that leash. There's another dog behind her that was walking, that was not on a leash, and it looked old, and it was just following them. But it was kind of like, it wasn't going in a straight line. It's very possible that it would have went in the street. And so I see the dog kind of wandering. So as I run by the lady, I kind of look a little bit like, you should probably have that dog on a leash. You shouldn't do that. And then as I pass her, I turn down and I look down the street, and then there's another dog just loose, like running in the street. And then I turn back and I stop running, and I turn and I look at this lady and stare at her. And then it like points to the dog, like, oh, I know, it's mine, it's mine. And then I just stood there and stared.
You stopped your work. You stopped your run for that to look and stare and make her uncomfortable?
Not just
Damn.
look and stare. And then I pointed at my head and I just said, think.
You said it out loud? You said think?
Yeah, I said think. And then I
What are
turned
you,
and
Steve Jobs? Why would you? Damn. What?
I'm telling you, I'm out here policing people about their dogs
I see that.
because no matter how trustful she is about the dog could just be running around and then just get squashed by a car,
Yeah.
and it be her fault. And then the driver who runs over the dog has to have the drama or trauma of doing that to it. And all
Yeah.
because this lady's just not going to have it on a leash. I just
Yeah.
can't put it together. And that's why I get upset. Like, what are you doing?
No, I agree. I 100% agree with you. I don't
You
I
don't
don't
agree with
necessarily
stopping my workout.
yeah, I don't necessarily
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Um I mean just the optics of it.
I know. That's
You're
why
just
that's
like
why I just
you're
yeah, that's
sweating
why I ran away.
6'2" black dude and then you just stop and you just put your finger to your skull talking about think. Yeah, I
That's
just
why I just turned and I'm like, oh shit. And I ran, I
and
ran
then you
away.
ran back off. You dipped off into a neighborhood. Like Ezel from Friday. Oh man.
Yeah, I realized what I had done, and then I quickly recognized, like, okay, let's get moving. Let's let's not stick around here too much longer.
Oh man. That's
But here I
great.
am. Here I am to tell the tale. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of dogs were they?
they were small, old dogs, easily, not seen by somebody who's driving like a truck or something.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you. I've seen it, and I've definitely seen it a bunch of times. You try to go to the park and get a little workout in or something, and um, or to the beach, and it's just like, all right, cool. I'm like amongst dogs running around. All right, cool. It is what it
Yeah,
is. I get it.
yeah. You'll be sitting there, and then some dog comes up, and they're like, sticking its face in your backpack. Like, hey, what's in
Yeah,
here? And then the owners are like, oh, hey, where's Spot? You know?
he's a spot. Uh, yeah, nah. It's happened a couple times. I've like gone to the beach, and you might it might be a thing where you're like you might be with some friends or whatever, and you're like on a beach. You might it's happened to me before where I've like fell asleep on the beach, right? Like you got your little towel and you're like you might have whatever you got had some drinks or whatever. This happened to me in Miami actually, and you're just asleep, and then a dog is just like next to you, like
Yeah,
oh
just a
oh
stray dog.
sorry oh sorry
Sorry, he's nice. He's nice.
yeah sorry about that. Luckily he didn't poop on you. It's like what the hell, man. But
I can't tell you the type of
so it's not
vigilance.
no disrespect to the dogs. Sorry, cut
Not
you
the
off.
dogs.
No
None.
disrespect to the dogs. These owners out here, like
These
you guys need a
exactly.
leash too sometimes. So I'm
Exactly.
not.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why people need to get corrected.
Yeah.
That's why you need to stand there mid run, stop, and just say think, and then run away. People need correcting. People need, because that lady probably told her friends at bridge or whatever that
No.
somebody stopped and yelled at her, and she
Yeah.
wondered what they meant by that. Maybe not, probably not, but
I just you just I don't know if your approach. I think your approach is not all the way um thought out. Like I think
no,
you're
it's not.
on to something. I just don't know if you completely thought it all the way through. That's all.
Yeah. No, I usually don't.
Mm.
And then, I think about it later or shortly after. But I do believe that. I do believe that we should, as a community of people that have to, you know, as a society, kind of owe it to each other to keep each other in line at some point, I think. Or at least to, people just, some people need it. Some people don't know any better, really. And they can either accept it, accept accept the criticism or not. But, you know, you don't know what you don't know. So if you don't tell somebody, they might not know.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, shout out to all the dog owners. Shout out to all the dogs, and
Shout
hopefully, you
out to all the
guys.
good dog owners.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh, so in your gym routine, as far as like what time you go to the gym or your preferred time that you go to the gym, what your routine is when you get there. Do you bring a water bottle? You bring something to drink? Do you bring your phone? You got headphones on? You got wireless? You got Bluetooth? You got wired? Like, what do you? We used to work out like when we could, but what does your gym trip look like now?
Uh, Man, that was a lot of questions in one.
Answer them
Basically,
all.
but yeah, just so usually like to go early. Usually,
Hourly.
you know, there's been some times where you're like, "Yo, what the hell? Why are we going so?" You've called me out a couple times,
Yeah, you're right.
but yeah, I tried to. Since then, I tried to like make it a little bit later, um, to be amongst
For the rest of
society.
society.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when I used to go early, it was all old people. It was all old people,
All
and it was
farting
all
in there
it
after
was
McDonald's
man.
breakfast.
And honestly, I feel like you were right because if you go super early, it's like right. I get it. Like you want to get there early, before you get your day started, basically, and you have your whole day to do everything else, and you have some sense of accomplishment, and you got it out the way early, so it's like motivation to go hard that day, whatever, all the stupid corny stereotype stuff. But you get there and you just feel sad because there's old
Yeah.
ass people. This is a
Yeah.
bunch of old people, and it's like the same old people, and
Yeah.
there's some
And
young
you're
people.
the young whippersnapper.
I mean, I'm not even gonna say that because there's some people maybe even younger than me, right? But it's just majority of it is like the elderly people that are like, and they want
Let
to
me ask you that.
talk.
Oh, hell no. Which is the one thing that, not the one thing, but since this whole social distance thing has been in place and the mask mandates, man, I'm really enjoying that gym experience of like, it is socially unresponsible or irresponsible if you walk up to me and speak to me. So you have to stay away from me. You have to. For the good of mankind, you need to stay away from me.
Yeah, yeah, it makes it
Like
bigger
that
than
part of
you.
it I really enjoy.
Pause.
Yeah. And then my having the mask on, people can't see all the weird faces that I make when I'm lifting.
Mm,
They can hear
mm,
my yelling and screaming, but they can't see the faces.
right. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It's just So yeah. So that part, like, basically, I don't really go that early anymore. It's just because I, you want to see as you're in between your sets, you want to see people that are around your age that are still kicking. um, and you want to, and it's just, and you might you might want to go with a friend or two, right? So you might want to go with someone who's your age. So that's like, it's kind of, or you might see someone at the gym that you can kind of work out with, but that sometimes it's a weird thing because if you're not all that close, you might want to be like, nah, I'm not really trying to work out with you like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah. I'm
And
kind
that
of on like a you know, plyometric only type workout.
mm,
That's when I just make some shit up. Like
okay.
I'm kind of on some jumping jacks
But then you
only
got to
shit right
commit to
now.
that. That's kind of,
Yeah, and so I just got to do jumping jacks for like 45
so
minutes.
that you basically made that person dictate your day, your workout, because you weren't trying to work out with them.
Hey, it's better than having to work out with somebody that you don't want to work out with, or
Yeah,
being around somebody that you don't want to be around.
Yeah. Usually if there's no I haven't really been like get in and hoop it up type mode. Not that you can really at most gyms,
Yeah.
but just like in normal non-COVID, I just go into the gym, get some shots up, like before the workout, just to I don't know, just it's a basketball thing, I guess, and then get into the locker room, you know, get situated, and then
You keep your eyes up or eyes down in the locker room?
I knew you were gonna get specific. Do I keep my eyes up or down? Am I staring at at the roof? I mean, the ceiling, or am I staring at the ground? No, I'm not going up or down. I'm locked. I'm locked in on absolutely at no point making eye contact. That's all.
Right.
That's all. So that if that involves avoiding some certain situations that you turn a corner, you might got to do that. You might just got to go to the
Yeah.
next little zone
How
because you
long
weren't
do you think it'll
expecting.
take for you to feel confident in the same way that some of these older gentlemen
Yeah.
feel?
He said, "Feel uh,
Because I swear I
yeah.
swear I've seen some of their buttholes. Like
Oh shit. Yeah, see that I'm not making any contact of any
like
eye
one
contact
foot
of
on the
any.
ground, one foot on the ground, other foot on the changing bench itself. So that like they look like Captain Morgan freaking standing on it,
See, I
you
don't
know?
even that's what I'm saying. You kind of got to go into another area if you're just
Yeah.
walking in. Now, if someone if someone just waltzes on in and is just in their birthday outfit, then it's like you kind of just gotta hurry up and get out. You kind of gotta
Right.
face the other way. It's just it's just you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta maneuver that however you see fit. But once
Yeah.
you get out of that situation, you get into the gym. Um, I'm pretty much going to wherever there's not a lot of hype. So if a lot of people are at the free weights, I'm gonna go to like unless it's something that I have to absolutely have to
Yeah.
do, like say it's like a part of the workout and I gotta go to the free weights or I gotta go to the cables or whatever. But most of the time I'm trying to avoid like all the hype, right? Because I'm not
Yeah.
trying to.
And I think
I've been
we've
social distancing before social distancing.
yeah,
So
me too, obviously.
yeah. So yeah.
But we've
Because you
had
always
enough
got the
experience doing it to
yeah,
where we
you
can, no matter where you go, no matter what you got, like what you have available to you, like if you got free weights or whatever, like you can figure something out of how to get something out of it.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you could do it. I just don't like where it's like a bunch of people gathering around a female or like a couple of females and
Yeah.
a bunch of
Sniffing the seats.
I don't know about that, but where there's just like a group of three there's like three groups of three people on the bench and like
All
you know
doing selfies at the same time.
yeah, it's just too much. Like all that hype, I don't need to be around all that hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, just all depends. Man, there's been I told you about that gym that blew up, right?
No.
Yeah. Since we're on it,
Like
real quick.
exploded?
Yeah, the explosion gym.
Okay.
So there was
Pause.
yeah, pause. This was I feel like I said this before, but real quick, there was the day that Kawhi Leonard signed to the Clippers. I was in Florida, and I went to the gym. Woke up super hype. Boom, Kawhi Leonard signed to the Clippers, and so I get my workout in. And I had a barbershop appointment with my Jamaican dude, and whatever time, like say the appointment was like at 10, right, for the barber. I went to the gym at like 9:20, so I had to kind of get it in quick. And the barbershop was like right down the street. And so boom, I leave the gym, go to the barbershop, I'm all hype, like he's like, "Man, you guys got Kawhi, da, da, da." We're all hype, laughing, stuff like that. I leave the gym, and my friend's like, "Hey, did you go to the gym already?" Because he would go to the gym, the same gym. And I'm like, "Yeah, I went to the gym already." And he's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he's like, "Man, the gym is gone. It's like a war zone." And I guess it exploded. Something happened, like with the fire. Like I don't know what happened, like with some gas valve, something where it caused something to explode. And there was like
With
a
people
bunch
in there?
with people in there. So what it was, next door was a vacant pizza spot, like a pizza spot that was closed down. And something
Oh.
happened with like the gas valve in there, and it like exploded and then caused the LA Fitness gym to explode also. And
And people
it
died in there.
I forget if there was a death. I don't think that there was a death. There was like 19 people that got injured though. There was like a
Damn.
bunch of people that got injured. I can't remember if there was a death though. I don't think
I
there
mean,
was.
still, people looking
Right.
like Two-Face after that shit.
Yeah, but man, I avoided that shit like the plague. I was super lucky. It literally happened like 12 minutes after I left.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, so the next time I set foot in LA Fitness, I was like taking like slow steps and looking all
Having
around.
PTSD.
Nah. But- so yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but what's your routine at the gym? What do you do? Do you go to the? Because I know there's some people that go in like with their own bag, their
Yeah,
like
I do that.
backpack, and they don't even go to the locker room. They're just like carry the bag around
Oh
and
no, that's weird.
and
No, I don't do that.
no.
There's lockers. I don't know why you do that, but no, I bring a bag. I have a lock with me, so I have my backpack. I carry my shoes, my work boots. Outside of, like, I'll come in. I got my backpack. I got my work boots in my hand. Walk into the locker room, put my stuff in the locker. And then I have a little lock that I keep my backpack. I lock my stuff up. And then I go upstairs and I have everything set up. So I have my Apple Watch has or my headphones are Bluetooth. So they're connected to my Apple Watch. And then my phone and my wallet and stuff, I don't have to take in there with me at all. So I'm not like carrying all that stuff. So I just got my watch, and my headphones. I can walk around with that. And then I have my little I have my water bottle.
Yo,
So
this dude. Okay, no, keep going. This is the content everyone wants to hear.
yeah,
So what do you put in your water bottle?
water.
Okay. So are
I
you an
don't get it.
early
Is
early
it
gym person?
weird? Is my routine sound weird or is it?
No, I'm just saying. What's
Oh, okay.
do you what's what's your combination to your lock? Two white socks? Two white socks?
Depends.
Yeah. Right.
I have
Right. All
I
right.
have a couple. I have some white Nike socks or white socks with black Nike sign. I have black socks with white Nike sign, and then I have a bunch of superhero socks. So I have like you know the Flash and Joker and Batman,
Yep.
Superman.
You ever go swimming?
Hell no,
Why is it hell no?
because everybody pees in there.
Everybody pees in there. You know they have a.
I don't know. I would.
Okay. I don't think a lot of. I don't think. I feel like you're traumatized by something like where every pool and everyone's just peeing in nonstop. Um.
Because any public place is just filled with blood and pee
Uh
and
huh. Okay.
and
Yeah. I used to go swimming. I used to go super early in the morning before work, like 5, 6.
yeah.
For just to switch it up on cardio when I was healing my Achilles. But man,
Yeah.
that thing got it super boring.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
swimming
lie.
like laps?
Hell yeah.
That sounds yeah.
It got super boring for cardio, but
You know
yeah,
that
and
you can
then
get headphones that you can listen to while you like swim like that?
you can?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I would do. So
I
that I don't have to
definitely
talk.
would not.
Even I
How are
feel
you
like
gonna
actually
talk to someone in the water?
no, but it's not about talking to somebody, it's about
Uh,
having the music in your ears.
I feel like it would be sound really weird.
But I think it's probably comparable to like when back when we were in high school and stuff, when a car didn't have a CD player, that somebody would just hold a boombox, and then we would just say like, "Cool, there, that's good enough. We got music now."
Mm,
It's probably of the same quality, you know, would be my guess.
maybe, maybe. Um, I don't know.
Well, um, it's about that time, and we're gonna move over to the Patreon. I have an interesting moment of faith that happened
Faith?
that I gotta. Yeah, it was, or
Like
not
you got
faith. It
closer
was
to God?
no, come on.
Oh, I feel
It
like that's
was
a rap lyric.
yeah, I don't know. It was divine. No, that's God too. Never mind. Oh, whatever. I'll tell you about it on the Patreon.
Um, before we go, I gotta say something. Why does every person who does like video, like YouTube thing, like you know what I mean, like those blogger, what are they, vloggers or YouTube
Mm-hmm.
personality type people? Why do they all say smash the like button or smash the what is it, like the
Hey guys, this is how
notifications?
to smash that like button.
Yeah. Why do they say smash it? Why?
Uh,
Do you is there
no,
can you tell
I
me,
don't know.
like I really honestly I don't understand smash.
They all worked at Smash Burger. Would be my
Is it the same is it like the cool way, is it this, I'm saying, is it this cool way of saying press?
yeah. I mean, I think it means press, but like do it a lot, I guess maybe, or like do it
Smash.
fast. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just it just sticks out like a sore thumb when they say that to me
Yeah,
in my opinion.
but we
Like
don't have to say that. We don't have to. We don't have to
oh,
incorporate that as
we don't
part of our.
we don't have to. We're not gonna say that.
Okay.
I I just don't understand. I just don't think it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hey, this
I
has
had to.
been another episode of Live from Ox City, guys. We appreciate you for tuning in. Smash that like button, smash the comment button, and all of that, and smash the poll buttons, and um, yeah, and we'll smash you back.
Oh, did you see the thing? I
No,
told you people would crush those damn chips into their sandwich. I
people are
told you.
smashing the chips into their sandwich.
I told you. You try to make it seem like it's crazy. 100%.
No, I'm not. I'm not
100% of the
saying that it's
people
crazy.
that voted that they've done it before. And you're like,
I'm
nah,
just
that's a weird
saying.
thing. I would never do that. That's not normal.
I'm saying, if anything, we need to shoot higher as far as like who, like, our listeners are. If they're putting their chips in their sandwich, then
It's just something that
we
everyone
got
has
to do
done.
better. You know what I mean?
No, no. It's just something that everyone has done. That's all.
All right, to each their own.
Like you take a poop, you've never looked at it.
You're gonna ask me?
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's done it.
I
Everyone's done
look at it. No, but it's not that everyone's done it. I do it every time,
it.
and I look more than once.
I know that's weird. Like people, I've heard people do that all the time.
Are you kidding me?
Why?
I mean, what? I get a
Let's end
present at
that. Let's end
Christmas. I'm
that.
not gonna look at it.
Let's end the episode. All right, peace.